the hardest job in the world, but it's also, the most rewarding and fulfilling job in the world to raise two children to be the best people they can be. And you get excited when you see them learning new things. My daughter, who's 6, is starting to read and can do arithmetic. My son is 4, and he loves learning about his letters and numbers and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. It's crazy hard work. It can be frustrating at times, but it's a wonderful experience that can't be compared to any other kind of experience or accomplishment I've ever had in my life. My father was a New York police officer for many years, especially back in the times when crime was more, the city was a more dangerous place in the 70s and 80s. So I think it's just, from him, I picked up to do what you have to do for your family, no matter how hard it might be. He worked hard in a very, very difficult job, but he was always there for, baseball games and vacations and things like that. So I think it took from him that, just to make sure you don't make, your career your life. Being a father, being present in your children's lives is just as important.
My father was born in Africa. He was born in Zimbabwe. And he was an avid traveler. He traveled throughout the region, the Southern African region, when he was growing up. He knew 9 languages. He also was a very brave person because he was the first person in his family to study abroad. So he came to America when I was very young. He came here for a year to study ministry, and then he brought over myself and my older brother and my mom, of course, and I'm forever grateful for that. I learned a lot from my father. I think I have a lot of his traits. He was kind of like a gentle giant, like someone who's always very kind and soft-spoken, even though he was a speaker, so he could turn it on. I learned the importance of hard work. He woke up at 5 a.m. every single day, and he got a lot done in his lifetime due to that work ethic. So I don't get up at 5 a.m., but I'm working on it.
Being a father has really changed my life. From somebody who used to party a lot to somebody who just really loves to being more with the family. My kids are very happy kids. We all love one another so well. And again, that's coming from the example of my father, who really allowed me to see how he raised us, his children. So my father is a very accomplished businessman in the Philippines. The reason why I say accomplished is because he went through all the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. I'm the eldest of 5. And what he's done is he's really provided us with some of the life lessons. One is, when you're up, remain humble. Number 2 is, when you're down, remain open to possibilities, remain open to lessons. He's just an individual who really wants to make the most out of his life here on earth. And those are the things that I love about him.
My father is 93 years old. He came here from Puerto Rico to New York when he was 30 years old, and eventually met my mother here in New York. He raised his family. I have a brother and a sister. My father is a very faithful man. Our whole family was centered around God. His proudest moments are when his grandchildren are around. In fact, I want to tell a little story. My father, when he writes a card or a letter to us, or when he ends a phone call, he will always say to us, "I love you from here to heaven." So my youngest niece, Gianna, had this idea. She took a card that my father had given her, and she took it to a tattoo artist, and he sketched out the sentence in my father's handwriting. So we have a tattoo on our arms, "I love you from here to heaven." So I will forever have my father's words inked in my arm. I want to say muchas gracias, papi, feliz dia de los padres, and to all the Metro Plus dads, happy Father's Day.